Fox's Peter Doocy just cornered Karine Jean-Pierre on Joe Biden's mental acuity.
Thank you, Karine. If the special counsel says President Biden's got significant limitations on his memory, then who is helping him run the country?
The President of the United States runs the country. The Commander-in-Chief runs the country.
How can he be trusted with the nuclear codes if, I get that you're saying that nobody in the building would say that he's got an issue with his memory, but just the little part of what we get to see, he's made mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake on camera this week.
So I'm going to be very clear here. The reality is that report, that part of the report, does not live in reality. It just doesn't.
So the special counsel is lying about the president's memory.
It was gratuitous. You heard from Ian Sams, my colleague. It is unacceptable, and it does not live in reality. That is just the facts. And look, it is a closed case. That is what the special counsel said. And what matters is that the president in the last 3 years has delivered on the economy, has delivered on healthcare, has turned this country around after the last president left us with an economy that was in a tailspin. That's what we were dealing with. That's what we were dealing with. If you think about the world leaders and issues that have been going on in this country for the past 2-3 years, not in this country, in the world, right? When you think about Ukraine, the president was able to bring together NATO allies. They've been the strongest than they've ever been, and make sure that we are providing what Ukraine, the brave people of Ukraine, need as they're fighting aggression, Putin's aggression. And that is what this president has been able to do. His experience as former senator, as former vice president, and now president, has gotten us to a place where we've been able to turn things around in a way that we meet the needs of the American people, whether it's domestic issues or national security issues. And that is what matters. That part of the report does not live in reality.
Now, if you know what they're referencing here, so the special counsel's report that just got released on Joe Biden about the classified documents that he was keeping in the garage and all of that stuff, like that whole drama, like the report just came out. And one of the interesting things about that report, if it came out, if you really broke it down, was that there were people that were saying that in the report, okay, and this was in the report, that Joe Biden's mental faculties are so down that it was something like they cannot ascribe any sort of real conscious negative motive to him keeping these files. It's basically, if we put this in front of a jury, they're going to have a lot of sympathy for what is seen as a doddering old man who is not all there upstairs. That was the fact. Like, that was what the special counsel put out. So now Karine Jean-Pierre is going to come and tell you and spin this and say that this does not live in quote unquote reality. She has no proof to say that it doesn't live in reality. So she's basically refuting the proof that came out in the report of the special counsel that all of these people hired. Of course, it's ridiculous. Of course, it makes no sense. But I got to tell you, she's been here lying to the American people for the past 3+ years. There's no reason for her to stop right now. It is very obvious that if you look at what is going on in the special counsel's report, Joe Biden is not all there upstairs. And I do believe that he is not going to be at the top of the Democrat ticket in November.